guy. Okay. Then I can say because I got it.
Okay, what you saw there, thankfully brief, was a teacher at Alcovy High School asking her students if she can use the N-word. So that's bad. She did, even though they said no. And then even worse, she started giving hypotheticals like, what if she dated a black guy? Could she say it then? And she said it, by the way. She wasn't saying N-word, she was saying it full out. So we have a picture of the teacher. It's an art teacher, by the way. This is not, I mean, I don't know what you'd have to be teaching for it to make sense, but you don't expect it in art class. Anyway, she's obviously white, a white woman. And that video is now circulating of this teacher. She's the teacher of the year formerly, Ben. Standards are interesting in that area.
At the risk, yeah, I'm not going to take that bait at the risk of angering my sisters who are old teachers. But the hypothetical thing is what gets me, John. It's like I'm going to craft a scenario that's so ridiculous that in my mind, it's going to give me permission to say a word that could get me fired or get me canceled or get me, who knows, in the right situation could get me mollywopped. Why not just dispense with the scenarios and just retire the word and not be concerned with whether or not black people use it, because it's really none of her business. And now she needs to worry about what she's gonna do when the ramifications come down on her.
Yeah, so it all seems so clear, but more importantly, it seems like it's like, even if you are a dumb racist, all of these things have been adjudicated. Right. Like, you're not 10, she's a full-grown woman. And she's wondering if she can say it. Where have you been? Like, have we not gone through this as a society over and over and over? Why are there fully grown people that are every day learning that, no, you can't say it. No, dating someone doesn't have anything to do with it. No, you shouldn't touch people's hair. Like, why are these things that need to be learned anew on a daily basis? Like, are we having, is there way more people who are like going into long-term comas than we know popularly? I don't understand it. Yeah, why are people having to be taught this that are full-grown adults that have been alive during all of this?
Somewhere along the line, it's kind of jokingly, they didn't get the update, right? They're still operating on an old operating system where they were free to get away with saying these things, and that's how they want it. But the real thing is that last part of the phrase, this is how they want it. They are willing to risk it to try to change the national discourse so that they can maintain that grip on being able to do whatever they want to without any consequences.
Yeah, well, in this case, there were consequences. She was banned from the classroom following the incident. The district is now investigating the situation. 2 years ago, she was named Teacher of the Year. Boynton has taught high school art for more than a decade. And I'd like to give her a great deal of credit for resisting the urge to talk like that for 8 years or whatever. 8 to 10. I just don't forget the fact that it went viral and that it was filmed. Like, I understand that regrettably there are just gonna be racists. They're just awful people. But like, how could you be a racist and not know what the reception would be? Like, why does being a racist have to mean that you have no idea how anyone interprets racism? Like, we might each individually have parts of ourselves that aren't our best parts, but we should be able to be at least a little bit of understanding of how it would be received popularly.
Yeah.
But some people just can't tell. She has a mixed race class that she's shouting the N-word at in 2021 and thinks that it's gonna be okay. Just as I thought that your video was gonna be okay, but apparently we had a little issue with it. Anyway,
I think
it's
my third show of the day. It's the third show of the day, and my camera is saying enough, Ben. Enough.
Is it overheating?
I possibly, but just like that teacher was overheating with her expectation. I can't even tie it together, John. I give up. I tried.
Well, anyway, yeah, maybe this is cancel culture or whatever, but like, it's not your job as an art teacher to shout the N-word at people. It's just really not. That's a weird thing. And it makes me question a lot of other things about you if you don't understand that and have to be taught.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.